Peace, what's up? This is Jarrell with Quantum Light Consciousness. Today we're going to talk about tuning into clarity and getting a full read on clarity. I feel like this is something that really needs to be focused on, especially if you're a spiritual seeker and you are currently walking a spiritual path, either on your free time or maybe like full time, however serious you take your development as a soul. I feel like clarity is something that should be like default for anybody. You're born, you should be clear within your own self. Like, you should be clear in your own inner space. Like, that's how I feel like it should be. But this is going to be a video on getting into that deep inner space and getting into pure clarity. Because a lot of meditations, they're really more or less about becoming more of yourself in your own awareness and being aware of your own thought forms and energy forms. But to take that further, you become that space that those thought forms and emotional frequencies take place in, just empty space. And that's what it is. So to really get clear within your own mind body, you pretty much have to work on yourself at least every day for at least 15 minutes a day. There's so many things I want to go into. It's just like because once you get there, like, there's no going back. Like, there's really like nothing that can hold bound on your mind from seeing the truth, no matter what anybody else says about it, thinks about it, does about it, feels about it, acts towards you about it, because you begin to know yourself as the universe itself. And that's where it begins. That's how you get to a place of pure clarity within your soul, is knowing yourself as the universe. So if you've gotten there, good job. Like, you've started on your way. And of course, I'm still working on myself. I'm not perfect. Everybody has their blind spots. And this is based off of my continual process of clearing myself every day and really getting more and more into my power each day. So here's how I do it, and here's how you can as well. Yeah, you use the feeling of your body and the power of your imagination to layer the plane of astral clarity within your own mind space and etheric space from the inside out. So I come to this realization and to this space of awareness from just one of my normal meditations, just sitting and meditating. And then I found myself in a space where I could coherently and confidently feel and know and understand for myself that I'm in a space that's older, way older than my soul, older than my entire being, older than any type of being I've ever come in contact with, older than any type of place I've ever been. I call this the Lyran grid. It's basically, I'll put the visualization up. It's basically like a grid where it is like just total multidimensional space, like just pure vibration. And you could tell that template space, that template area, is basically where universes are created, where galaxies are managed. It's like, I don't know, it's like the blueprint template of every dimensional space. So it's just important to know, you're already existing there anyway. You just want to get into your clarity and feel your way there. I did a video on raising your vibration. I go into the actual outline of the dimensional spaces and how it overlays itself into your physical construct, and how you can raise your vibration and move yourself up into that space and coherently walk and enjoy your day-to-day life at higher vibration. So yeah, I mean, in the space, it's important to know that it's just empty clarity. Clarity is clarity, like what would clarity look like? It will look like and to me personally, it would just look like an 8K video feed, you know, just total, complete, crisp clarity. And like when you take it a step further, it's like what's beyond that clarity? It's just space, like nothingness. When you become nothingness, like that's key. Like that's money right there. Like that's you, where you exist as nothing, literally, and everything, because like that's where you were before. It's just consciousness. That's what consciousness is. It's nothingness. And then all of your energy centers flow and flow and flow, and then you continue to flow that, like, you know, no matter what happens. So the knowingness of me being encompassed of everything as nothingness has come from a kind of like an experience that I had. One night I was sleeping, and then sometimes when I used to sleep, I would kind of just float. My astral body would literally float off from my center out somewhere into space. And as that was happening, I drifted into like some type of like artificial intelligence, like net or AI machine type thing. And as I was drifting there, I kind of like got caught by this thing, and this thing just like grabbed like my body and just started taking it apart, like piece by, like just taking my body apart, and just until there's nothing left. And then as there's nothing left, I was just like there, just like laughing. And just like laughing at like this thing that tried to disassemble something that it doesn't even understand. Because you are nothing and you are everything. You are the universe encompassed within itself. And there's nothing that can even kill you. Like there's literally like, there's nothing that can kill you on a etheric level. Like, sure, like, yeah, you can die in the physical plane, but besides that, like, your soul's going to continue on, like, no matter what. Like, you're eternal. Every being is eternal. So that kind of, they call that shaman's death. Like that kind of like wrote in like kind of like the path that I'm on, and it really made me understand like the depth of like the understanding that any being could make themselves get to if they have the coherence and if they have the willingness to pursue, either, maybe you're not even like a serious student. It's just like, if you have that willingness to embody yourself, like you might even just get there automatically, I wasn't planning on being like abducted or whatever it was. I don't even know what it was. And that just happened. And then I happened to see like, the same thing like depicted in like an article on some shaman blog. It's like, so that's the key. That's really the secret to ascension, is become nothing, literally. So the power of your manifestation ability might increase with a very clear and very expansive inner space. Because also in that last video on raising your vibration, you also have your galactic energy that you connect with in that space. You basically want to visualize and feel the divine masculine energy from the heavens above basically surrounding you. And then that's like with that and with the earth on you, while you're in that astral plane, that's your inner universe. That's where you connect to your own personal inner universe program. You can literally talk to the universe from there, and you can bring about what you need and what you want to continue to manifest in your reality. So that's, how you continue to be who you are and continue to align yourself on the timeline that you're walking. And it also lets you see what's coming up, what's on the horizon, and what it is you want to create. So that's something that, it's kind of like a secret. I just figured this out. Like, I could talk to my inner universe. All right. So on this blog, it's really like, it's like my downloads, and then like I just go deeper into more of my own downloads, and then I just kind of just like expand off them. So like when you do that, like you'll see crazy synchronicities start happening. Like you'll be just like in a deep state, and then you have a thought, and then all of a sudden, like, the TV will shut off, or you have a thought, and all of a sudden, like, you're like, I'm tired of this shit, and then something will just, like, stop. You know, it's like you're a very, very, very powerful being, and, like, the expression of a being in their own soul energy, connected and aligned in their own clarity within their own inner universe, is more powerful than you can ever imagine. Yeah, I mean, like, with that said, like, just picture being in an ocean of consciousness with yourself as pure consciousness as a core, and then you expand that as nothingness throughout all eternity. Like, it's like you're there, like you are there, like before you even have to pass on. Like, you don't have to wait like 80 years. You know, you don't have to climb every mountain. You don't have to go to every, like, sacred spot in every country to figure out, like, you know, you are, like, the universe in the flesh. Like that's you at your very core. And then, you know, while you're walking around in 3D in, like, a biological, you know, body made of flesh, you realize that 3D is just the underlay of all the dimensions in this universal oceanic consciousness. So, just like a lot of worlds layered on themselves, you'll begin to see, like, beings, like, kind of just, like, pop into reality, then pop out real quick, like, yeah, and then they're gone. It's like it's like crazy, because you have to be aware of the level of frequency that you're holding, and you have to understand that these beings, any type of being you want to contact, they exist on their own. It's like a channel. It's literally like a channel on a spherical streaming, a spherical live streaming service. Okay, and the higher you raise your vibration, the higher you raise your sphere, you'll be able to literally tune into the channel of the beings who are literally standing right next to you. They'll be in the same room, but once you raise your frequency and you start spinning your energy, all right, they tune in, and then all of a sudden you're surrounded by your guides. You're like, oh, I didn't know you guys are here. Like, that's exactly how it is, and it's awesome. So continue to work on that. Guys, have any questions? Feel free to leave your questions and feedback in the bottom. I promise to answer, even if it's like, you know, you have, like, questions about being confused about some stuff that, you know, you might be having trouble with processing. So either way, you know, I'm here to help. I love the feedback. You know, anything I could do to help. So also, you know, if you feel like, you know, this helped you at all, also feel free to share this, like, share, subscribe, and I also do sessions available at quantumlight.net. I do healing, intuitive coaching, so of course, and yeah, I guess that's it. I'll talk to you soon. Peace.